filming.
Okay, cool. Hey, this is Dan the Man here, and this is the Life Regenerator channel on YouTube. I've got a couple special guests who I know absolutely nothing about except for the fact that this little person has been a raw vegan since the beginning.
Yes.
Wow, awesome. And what's her name?
Kira.
Kira?
This is Kira.
And what's your name?
I'm Despina.
Despina. It's nice to meet you. We met briefly yesterday and decided to do this.
Sash.
Sash. It's really great to meet you. So you guys know me from the videos.
From the videos.
Cool. And so how did you find out about, and what makes you want to raise a raw vegan baby?
So more or less find out about raw veganism, or?
How'd you find out about, like, were you vegans before?
No, I more or less woke up one day and decided I wanted to be healthy. And all I knew about that was, I guess, watching The Secret and going gluten-free, dairy-free, wheat-free, soy-free, processed meat-free at the time. And I was training for an Olympics in short track speed skating.
Oh, cool.
So I thought, let's get as healthy as possible. And it didn't take long to find.
When was that?
That was about start of 2010.
Oh, so this is just a couple years.
Yeah.
So right before you had your
She
child.
was
Yes.
November 2011. So by the time, about around August, September 2010, we had found raw and we went raw.
When did you find raw?
About October 2010.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll just give you a bit more background. When Sasha and I first met, which was about 5 years ago, he enjoyed McDonald's and he very much ate meat. And I remember when I first met him, I said, let's have salad from now on for dinner. And he said, salad? That's not going to fill me up. Because he was training for short track speed skating. And I ate a lot of salads, but I ate a lot of other unhealthy food as well. And about 2.5 years ago, we moved to Canada because Sash was training for the Winter Olympics. And when we were in Calgary at the time, we attended some nutritional classes that were given by an ex-Olympic gold medalist. And they were classes designed for athletes. And the nutritionist there was suggesting to have milk and ice cream and muffins. Basically, her theory was that you need to have protein right before you go to bed so that your muscles would grow. So she was suggesting having a milkshake or having goat's cheese or just basically stuff that did not make sense to us. Her theory was that according to his body proportion, he should be eating something like 20 grams, let's say, of carbohydrates and this many grams of protein. And she gave them a list of which foods contain those proportions. And there was everything on that list, including, like I said, including Gatorade and muffins. And we just couldn't, it didn't resonate with us. And so I found that about there was a raw dessert class being held at one of the natural health stores there, and I attended it and I really fell in love with the raw desserts. And then that raw chef, her husband was a blood analyst, and so for the first time we went and had our blood analyzed. And that was the turning point for us. It was that specific blood analyst who suggested that we should have more raw food. And once we saw our blood, that was the real eye-opener for us.
Under the microscope?
Yes.
Yeah.
Live cell analysis?
Yeah, live cell analysis.
Because
Candida, parasites,
we had everything.
Clotted blood cells
Fresh air.
We were under the impression that we were eating healthy because we would have something like 2 fried eggs with spelt toast and avocado, tomato and carrot and celery for breakfast. And we thought, well...
10-second rule?
Yeah, that's fine. Our plate looked very colourful and there were lots of veggies, but we didn't realise that eating the spelt bread and the fried eggs was so bad for us. And once we changed to this, we pretty much came home that evening and cleaned up our kitchen and we just went raw vegan, with the exception of honey and bee pollen that we've periodically had.
Bee pollen and honey.
So we made this change in roughly in January 2011, and I got pregnant the following month. And that was up. We actually were aiming to get pregnant. So it's like the moment we wanted to get pregnant, we got pregnant instantly. So I was mostly raw through the whole pregnancy, and she has been 100% raw since birth.
So how's her attitude and overall demeanor?
She's a very happy, cheerful baby. She's got lots of energy. She only cries when she needs something. It's very clear from her cry that she either wants to be breastfed or she wants a nap most of the times. She does not cry otherwise. She's just wonderful.
How's the mucus? Most babies in today's world being stuffed full of all that garbage, and it's just they're running out of their snot, headaches, earaches.
None of those symptoms. We have not experienced anything.
Vaccines?
She has never been vaccinated. She was born at home. We had a home water birth. So she's never had any chemicals. I did not take epidural or any drugs to give birth. It was completely natural. And it was a really, really beautiful birth. I do not look back at it at all with any negativity. It was the most beautiful pain I've ever felt, if I could describe it that way. It was a pleasure giving birth, and I look forward to it.
Do you have to hide your lifestyle from any authorities, or have you guys managed to sort of stay out of that?
It hasn't come up.
Okay,
It really
good.
hasn't come up, and
Well, hopefully this video doesn't bring it.
We're planning on homeschooling her, so we won't have to deal with schools wanting to vaccinate and all that sort of stuff either.
Yeah, because I just wanted to share the beauty of clean eating. So many babies suffering because of the normal nutritional paradigms and stuffing them full of these strange frankenfood dairy products. Maybe like raw goat's milk is a different thing, or whatever, but these pasteurized processed dairy foods and the excess protein and the processed carbohydrates just clogging up these poor babies, causing a lot of behavioral disorders. Also taking away the clarity of the eyes, the vision to see, the ones who recognize the light. Is that not true?
Yeah.
She's got the light in her eyes, and when we vaccine and we inoculate, I'm not a medical doctor and this isn't medical advice, but when we fill the poor bodies, what I'll say is that so many people said, I was fine, and then I went and got a flu shot, and then I said, no, whoa, what happened? Right before your illness kicked in, I got a flu shot? I was just trying to prevent the flu. Oh, and then the vaccines with all the mercury, the Thermosil, the preservatives, the pig balls, the monkey brains, and the cow buttholes that are, fermented and made into medicine is never going to work, because the vitality is already flowing into us from the cosmic energies, sunlight, pure water, fresh air, love from the parents. So thank God for this little one, and I just wanted to show the world.
We try and be very, very present with her and give her full attention. And raw foods does help to do that.
So your life has changed, you're more present, you're more patient.
Absolutely.
What are some of the other benefits? 10-second rule twice.
She eats everything off the floor.
Some of the other good things that we're doing, we tend to get our water from a spring, and even the day she was born, he collected spring water, so part of the water that was in the pool that I gave birth to was spring water as well. So she has healthy water. She's still being breastfed at 15 months. And I intend to do it till about roughly age 2. I guess I'll assess it at the time. I don't want to give an answer for the future. And for those moms who can't breastfeed, if I couldn't breastfeed, I would have given her coconut milk. That would be my way of dealing with that.
Milk flow is good.
Milk flow is good. Her diet consists of, in the morning she would generally have green juice. The green juice is made from celery.
We make some pretty intense green juice. So
celery,
I've got a 3-step process to it.
Baby?
Let me just tell them what the juice is. Celery, cilantro, parsley and lemon. And she loves it.
I've been trying to find a way to get the most out of the juices, and I find that the fastest, most efficient way is to do the celery through the Breville like 3 times, the pulp and all.
Nice.
You get like another 20% on of juice. And then take that and pour it in the Vitamix and do a whole bunch of kale, a whole bunch of cilantro, a whole bunch of parsley, a couple of lemons, ginger, get a thick sort of smoothie, and then squeeze it through a cotton napkin.
Nice.
And it just comes out so much greener if you just put it all through the Breville. It does take a little bit more time, but it seems to be totally superior to any juicer, and except maybe the Norwalk.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to add to anyone who's just, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to prove anything or change anyone, but I'm just saying that now, here's the thing, and that here's the argument for the people that are consuming animal products, of which I have no problem. But I'm just saying that it can be done. And also what we're seeing here is that, you know, when we're consuming the animal products, especially the ones that are of the lower quality, we're seeing the hormones, and we're seeing an accelerated metabolic rate of the maturation. So young women being 12 years old having fully developed breast and their period. And there's nothing wrong with being a raw vegan. In fact, there's one here that I hope to get an interview with who didn't have her period or develop her breast till she was 16 as a total raw vegan. So, and there's nothing wrong with developing a little bit more slowly, because what you're doing in that sense, and this is very scientifically documented, is that the longer that it takes for an organism to reach maturity, the longer that organism will get to live. So it's an extension and it's a longevity thing, and there's a lot more to it, but I don't believe that the animal product nutrition is absolutely essential to human health. You have to really be able to see life from a much more higher electrical viewpoint than that, knowing what you really are and how the cells actually replicate without the use of nutrition, really. Generally, food is here to slow us down so that our spirits don't just pop out and fly out of the body. So food it's a balancing act. We use it to hold our spirit in our body and keep our body here. This is far out there for a little baby video, but there's some truth. There's definitely a lot of truth to that. And so if you eat too much, you go down way too heavy, and that goes all the way down the scale from, you know, heavy, processed, dead, nasty, disgusting, gross foods, and we move our way up. And I won't go through that list to offend anybody, but then we go up to those really light foods. And if we can live on those really light foods, like fruits, vegetables, soaked nuts, and seeds, we can always have more of that spiritual energy come into the forefront. Yeah. But yet not so much spirituality like through fasting or something that you leave your body behind, because your spirit will do that if you don't feed this body and give this body some density and a reason for the spirit to stay within it. So the world calls it death, but it's not really that. So anyways, it's a lot of airy-fairy stuff, but that's the stuff that I really think is important, but I haven't found an avenue to express that yet. But I was just glad to have you guys here today. Did you want to say one more thing, Rob?
Yeah, no, I think most people out there are just afraid.
Yeah.
So,
To try.
and breathing helps a lot with that, just being centered and focused within yourself. Well, I mean, I used to be really, really into the nutrition about 1.5 years ago. All this DHA talk and superfoods and white fruits and vegetables and all of that, and I don't really worry about it. I just breathe and center myself and stay present, and whatever she eats is fine, whether it's a fruit or a vegetable or a green juice or a smoothie, and she seems to be happy. It seems to be presence that grinds her and keeps her happy and knows that she's being supported and taken care of. And so when you're worrying as a parent, then generally she starts to worry too and gets a bit like, oh, who's here for me? And then, you know, her digestion stops too. And
here's the little thing I'll leave the video viewers with, and you guys too, but you've already got this, because your insides, they know. It's infinite intelligence. And if you're aware and you're present, you're going to get the signals. Oh, a little bit of hemp seeds. Oh, some soaked almonds. Oh, more fruit, green juice. You're going to feel that. You're going to know, oh, practice celibacy for, oh, a little more exercise. Oh, a little less exercise. You got to get to know yourself. That's the key to the Life Regenerator program, and that's why I've had no problems, because I read all the books and I get ideas and I watch videos, but I follow myself, and that's why I've never had any problems with raw vegan, because if I need more fat, I get it. I don't listen to nobody say, you can't have this percentage. And if I want to just eat all fruit for a few weeks, I do that. If I want to go on a juice fast, I know. So that's what I'm going to get into with some people, because there's people that are messing up and really falling off the wagon and not being able to handle it because they're not listening to themselves. They're listening to the latest, greatest, hottest guru. No, I'm just kidding. But there's a lot of gurus out there, and you just got to follow yourself and be present, like you said. So.
Well, what I've learned is to really follow my intuition, and I'm very much in tune with what she wants and her needs as well. So like you said, I'm not really worried about percentages. I just know roughly what to give her and what she's wanting. So most of her meals are mono meals, like she might have an avocado on its own or a tomato.
The raw vegan diet's a failure.
No.
All little kids cry.
She might have like a banana, or she just
it's
wants
sleep
milk.
time.
She might have a banana. So a lot of it is just simple foods. You know, she might have 5 or 6 foods, single items during the day, and a lot of breast milk, and it seems to work really, really great. Like I never worry, for her, for a child, I never worry about 8, 10, 10 or percentages like that.
Yeah.
As long as it's within raw, it's natural, it's organic. We try to get seasonal whenever we can. We give her spring water. She still breastfeeds. She goes to bed every night at 8:30, so she's got the sleeping happening. She's got a healthy nap during the day, and we give her a lot of time and affection and presence, and she's thriving. She is one of the healthiest babies I know. I've met a lot of other babies, and I've babysat for other mums, and I see children with mucus and getting colds and catching the flu, and she has never been sick to date. And I think, yes, it's our
Never been sick to date.
Never been sick to date.
Amen, man. I wish we could keep going, but I think that's a good length of video to attract some people to this subject. You guys did beautiful. I think I did pretty good too. But I love making videos. I love bringing this kind of information. Just a little something for you to ponder. I'm not trying to push nothing on you, but some great parents. And I want, hopefully there's some young people out there watching this that they can get.
I hope so too.
Yeah, because that's important to me. That's the most important thing. Like, look, we're all screwed because our parents didn't do nothing. They were, well, your mom did, but the rest of us, but let's give our children the best by living some of these principles here so they can have a great start. So eat healthy and give their children a lot of attention and love, and that will help them to grow. There you go.
She's writing a book as well. You still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay, so
I have just started writing a book that's going to be called Raw Baby, and it will be on raising a raw baby. So I'm hoping to finish that in about a year, and I'll keep you posted.
Okay, keep me posted and we'll put it up here. Cool. Okay, we'll let you all go now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to these videos. Thank you very much. Peace be with you, and God bless you and your family, and especially the little children.